One of the most overhyped things in Rocket League over the past few years has got to be the Esports Shop. Everybody was so excited for that during the lead up to it, but then when it came out after a month, it was just forgotten about. It had a bit of a revival a few months ago when the new decals came out before the start of the new season, but it's just, again, gone dead. So I've come up with a few ways that Psyonix could maybe revive it, at least for a bit. It probably won't fix the situation fully, but at least it'll bring back a bit of life. So my first idea is a bit obvious, but just have more variety in items. Like, we're stuck with the same wheels. They added some new ones, but one in like a year isn't really good enough. I had an idea. They brought in the Apex wheels, which were cool, but the logo hides the design of the Apex wheels. So what's the point of having it in an Apex wheel? I made some designs of a Cristiano wheel, because all the pros use Cristianos, I use Cristianos, every good player uses Cristianos, and the painted Cristianos aren't bad. They're just, I wouldn't use them, but I would use them over any of the other esports wheels. So maybe just have a logo on the Cristiano wheel. That's pretty cool. I made some designs. It's a bit scuffed, obviously, because I did it all in Photoshop, even the colouring. But it doesn't look bad, and I think that they could look good when they're actually professionally made. I also made these antennas, but you could have anything. You could have toppers, you could have a different banner design, anything. Just add more variety of items, and just keep adding to it. Don't just add it and leave it for 6 months. Now, another thing that they could bring in is stickers, like they do in CSGO. Now, this wouldn't just be limited to esports logos. They could do it with a whole other load of stuff, but for every LAN they could make a new version of the logo, and that would be really cool, like they've done in CS, and that's pretty successful over there, so why not do it here? The second one is going to be adding new teams quicker. There's new teams coming into RLCS all the time, so I don't see why they can't just... It can't take that long, surely. They're making an Octane decal and a Dominus decal. It can't be that hard to do that quickly. Obviously, there's stuff like the chance of them dropping out, and then you've got an item which is just going to be left useless and you can't sell it again. But really, it's going to increase your sales if you just put it in at the start, even if they drop out at the end of the season. Like, if they don't add in Team Singularity, Endpoint decals, which they've been in the RCS for a full season, so they deserve a decal at least. I think they will, but like, as soon as the esports team signs a roster, they should be making a decal, because it's just dumb not to. As well as this, they should also definitely include the smaller RLRS level orgs, because again, that's something more to add more items and increase sales. And also maybe after LAN, some like World Champion Special Edition decal for the winning team. That could be cool, but just more. More is good. The third one is to add, well, make the decals more accessible. So people have been asking for a Fennec one for ages and they've still not done it. But I honestly think they should just make it universal. Now, the problem with that is, say for instance you got the Octane decal, you can't put that on a gizmo because the front, there isn't a front to put the logo on. So they would have to make each one like individually different for each car. So yeah, that might be a bit hard, but honestly it's worth it. If you're buying a universal decal instead of just an Octane one, they can put the price up a bit, and I think it'll be worth it because you can just use it on anything. So that's the only problem. That's probably why they're not doing it, because it's too much work. But like, it can't be that hard. It's the same key design components, just organized differently. I suppose there are a lot of cars at this point, and it might be a bit difficult, but maybe just don't do it for DLC's cars or something. Just limit the cars you make it available for. I don't know, but just, I feel like at least add a Fennec one, but ideally make it universal. So the fourth thing I have is having pro specific items. So if you're an OG and you go like way back 2 or 3 years, there was those items that came with the first rewards items. So there was the Kronovi Mountain.
I want to be that mountain that everyone else has to try to climb.
And there was the Monkey Dude Eyebrows. And then I think it kind of came in the second one, but there was the the trophy with the nuts in called the 2-timer, which was for turbo. So maybe just add them. I know they're rewards items, but maybe just add them into the esports shop, because they're to do with esports, they're to do with the pros. And I know it's not really to do with the esports like branding, but I just feel like it'd be really cool to have these items in the shop, and obviously make new ones. Maybe have something for turbo being a 4-time now. And then I made a few ideas. A CJ, the walkout he did in the little car thing, kid's car, at RCS Season 5. Put him on top of a car as a topper. That would be sick. That would be very, very sick. Also, there's the rogue walkout they did, where they carried Turtle on their shoulders. Yeah, that one's a bit more scuffed, but I just thought it'd be cool. There's also the dance Rizzo did. Somebody made it as a goal explosion quite a while ago. That's another idea. It's not original for me, but it's pretty funny. I know they're very scuffed ideas, but you can do anything. Just any like key moment or meme that's happened. Oh, I made another one. I forgot about this. So you know the Cromulon head? Replace that with the Johnny Boy meme. That would be sick. I know that they're scuffed and they won't be made because they're like very obvious what they are. Whereas like the mountain and the eyebrows and the 2-timer trophy, you can't really tell that they're to do with a pro if you don't know. Because I had no idea. When I started playing the game and I saw the eyebrows, I thought they were really cool. I had no idea who Mikey Dude was. Same with the mountain. Same with the trophy. So maybe make it less obvious. But just do something different to spice things up. And lastly, this is the most important one. Because as soon as the Esports Shop came out, I knew what they were doing. And especially with the release of credits and removing keys and stuff. So they have to make it credits instead of esports tokens now. I realized quickly that they were only doing this for money, because you have to use esports tokens, so you have to buy esports tokens. You can't use credits. It's very obvious that it's just a cash grab. It just means that like if you don't want to spend money on the game, or you can't spend money on the game, you literally cannot get these esports decals. Whereas any other item from the normal item shop, you can. You can trade up and get credits that way. And you don't even have to make the same, any change in prices. Because I'm pretty sure, what is it, like 400, 500 for a decal? That is, like, fine if you just change that to credits. That's like the same as a Fennec. That's a good price. Same with the banners. Banners are the same, I think, in the normal item shop as the esports ones. So, the only problem with this is they would have to remain untradeable, which is fine because that's what happens in the normal item shop, but it would have to be untradeable because like teams may be priced higher than others, which would just not be good. To see some teams are better than others, that would not be good. But let people at least trade for the credits and then buy, and yeah, the obvious scam that they've set up will be removed. If you have any more ideas, then let me know in the comments. A part 2 might come, but probably not, honestly. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.
Hello there, Epic Gamer. I heard you like Rocket League. Then why not subscribe with notifications on, and Psyonix will reduce the price of credits.